The excitement around GTA 6 just hit a new level, not because of wild rumors or leaks this time, but thanks to some actual concrete news from inside Rockstar Games. This is the kind of update that makes you stop scrolling and pay attention, especially if you're eagerly waiting for any bit of GTA 6 information. Here's what's going on. Abi Vermij, a senior developer at Rockstar, mentioned that they've got a new producer on board for GTA 6, and it turns out this isn't just any new team member. The guy stepping into the role is Rob Nelson, a name that should sound very familiar to anyone who spent hours getting lost in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. Nelson was a big part of why RDR2 was such a hit, and now he's bringing his expertise to the upcoming GTA. Having someone like Nelson, who played a crucial role in one of the most immersive games of the last decade, join the GTA 6 project is a big deal. It's reassured a lot of people, especially given the recent concerns around crunch culture and the pressure to deliver something phenomenal. And it's not just about having a seasoned veteran on the team. Nelson's track record with Rockstar goes way back, and his involvement in GTA 4 has shown that he knows how to deliver games that leave a mark. It's good to hear some good news after the departure of Dan Houser from Rockstar Games in 2020, which was a significant event for fans of the GTA series. He is a co-founder of the studio and had a major hand in the development of previous GTA titles, serving in key roles including writing and producing. His exit marked the end of an era for Rockstar and led to some uncertainty about the future direction of the series. It's worth noting that Sam Houser, Dan's brother and co-founder, remains with Rockstar as the studio's president, continuing the legacy of their groundbreaking work in the gaming industry. Alright guys, but now let's talk about something that's been stirring up the gaming community recently: Troy Baker's involvement, or rather, his non-involvement in GTA 6. Now, Troy Baker, if you don't know him, is pretty much a legend in the video game voice acting world. From iconic roles in The Last of Us to Metal Gear Solid, the guy's voice has more credits than a long movie scroll. Recently, after the first trailer for GTA 6 dropped, a lot of fans were quick to assume that Baker was behind one of the potential main characters, rumored to be named Jason. But here's the twist. Troy Baker has officially confirmed that nope, it's not him. Despite the character in the trailer saying barely a word, fans were convinced they heard Baker's voice. But in a chat with the Movie Dweeb on YouTube, Baker set the record straight. He's not the guy, and he really wants the actual voice actor to get the credit they deserve. This whole situation shines a light on the tricky thing about perception in the entertainment world. Baker even recalled a moment that adds some spice to this story. Todd Howard, the big brain behind Bethesda's hits, once remarked,
"I don't want Troy Baker in my game because Troy Baker's in every game."
Sounds harsh, but it's actually a testament to Baker's prominence in the industry. It's ironic, right? Being so good and so in demand that someone would think twice before casting you because your voice might be too familiar. Troy took it all in stride though. He mentioned how he views it as a compliment that people think any good voice work might be his, but he's keen on ensuring others get their due recognition. So while it's confirmed Troy Baker isn't one of the main voices in GTA 6, who knows? He might still pop up in a different role somewhere in Rockstar's upcoming game. If you caught my last video, you'll remember how we discussed the wild turn of events where Discord's April Fool's video temporarily dethroned the GTA 6 trailer for the most watched YouTube video in the first 24 hours post-release. Well, things have pretty much flipped back to normal now, and it's quite the story. So here's the deal. GTA 6 reveal trailer had originally set a staggering record with about 93 million views in just the first day of its release. It was an all-time high, surpassing even Mr. Beast's Every Country on Earth Fights for $250,000 video, which had racked up over 59 million views in its first 24 hours. However, Discord, in an attempt to add a little fun to their platform with an April Fool's joke, ended up accidentally stealing the spotlight. They released a trailer announcing native loot boxes, a pretty cheeky move given the controversial status of loot boxes in gaming. The video was meant to be a harmless prank to keep up with their playful social media vibe. However, thanks to an overzealous push via Discord's toast notifications, which are designed to be non-intrusive and were reportedly playing the video on a loop, the views skyrocketed to an unbelievable 1.3 billion by April 2nd. But as you can imagine, this kind of unintended viral spike didn't go unnoticed. Marvin Wiz from Discord Previews first reported the anomaly, and it quickly became clear that this wasn't a typical viewer response. Discord itself was taken aback, with a verified developer expressing shock over the unexpected view count in the Discord API server. Recognizing the fluke, YouTube stepped in, and the majority of those views were quickly removed, bringing the video back down to a more earthly figure of around 3 million views. Meanwhile, the GTA 6 trailer has reclaimed its its throne, and its record now looks pretty solid. What's fascinating here is the entire mishap with Discord. It highlights how digital platforms can have unexpected impacts on what we perceive as popular or trending, even if by accident. The situation was handled with a good dose of humor by Discord's PR team, calling it a whoopsie-doopsie in a tweet, which I gotta say, fits their style. Now that everything's been sorted and the views adjusted, the GTA 6 trailer's record is once again unassailable, probably for a very long time. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about some interesting challenges Rockstar is facing with the development of the game, particularly when it comes to the Xbox Series S console. Halen C, a senior material artist at Rockstar Games, recently shared some insights on LinkedIn that sparked a heated debate. He mentioned that developing modern games for the Xbox Series S is a huge challenge, hinting that GTA 6 might not run as smoothly on this console compared to the more powerful Series X and PlayStation 5. This revelation came to light when one of the GTA 6 fan accounts on X posted an image of a fan asking him whether the game would be able to run at 30 frames per second on the Series S. His response was pretty telling. He stated that optimizing games for the Series S is a challenge for all developers, regardless of the game's graphic quality, pointing up that even a masterpiece or a game with poorer image quality finds it tough to perform well on the console. He went further to express his personal view, rather bluntly, that he wouldn't play on the Xbox Series S, even if it was given to him for free. This statement, of course, needs to be taken with a grain of salt, as it reflects a personal opinion rather than an official stance from Rockstar Games. However, it does highlight the significant problems that developers might be facing with the less powerful hardware of the Series S. Given these challenges, it's clear that Rockstar is still hard at work trying to ensure that GTA 6 will deliver a satisfying experience across all platforms. During a recent earnings call meeting, Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, announced again that GTA 6 is still in the throes of development. The studio is focused on optimizing the game for consoles, and a definitive release date will only be set once they are confident in the gameplay experience on these platforms. The situation brings up broader questions about the trade-offs between hardware limitations and game development. The Xbox Series S, while an affordable and accessible option for many gamers, does not pack the same hardware punch as its Series X counterpart or the PS5. This disparity can force developers to make tough choices about game performance and graphical fidelity. There's also growing curiosity about the potential release of a GTA 6 PC version. Historically, PC versions of GTA games have followed their console releases, often coming with enhancements and higher performance capabilities. All PC players, including me, are anticipating news on this front, hoping that a ported version will not only match but possibly exceed the console experience, especially in terms of graphics and frame rates. But getting into some more positive news, while we likely won't hear more about the next Grand Theft Auto for a while, the creative energy within the GTA community never seems to slow down. Andrew Levitt, known for his previous works that blend real-life videography with digital artistry, recently posted a video that is a practically perfect recreation of the GTA 6 trailer. Except instead of relying on the game's graphics, he and his team went out into the real world, specifically Miami, Florida, which serves as the direct inspiration for the Vice City setting. The real-life trailer opens with shots of Miami itself, with Brickell and Overtown on show, alongside clips of Miami Beach. They didn't stop there though, because other famed locales like Wynwood, the Kaseya Center, and Port Miami also make appearances. But what really brings this trailer to life are the actors who embody the roles of protagonists Lucia and Jason, along with a cast of characters that echo the wild and wacky Floridians Rockstar is going to portray in its upcoming game. If you're a fan of GTA or just love seeing creative video projects, you've got to check out his video. I've dropped the link in the description below, so definitely give it a look. And while we're on the topic of the trailer, the last thing I gotta tell you about is this wild UFO Easter egg that fans have just spotted in it. No, I'm not kidding. It seriously took over 4 months since the trailer dropped for people to notice an alien hanging out in the beach scene. And given how bustling that scene is with NPCs doing all sorts of things, it's not too surprising it stayed hidden for so long. But come on, it's still pretty shocking that it took this long for someone to catch it. Now I know what you might be thinking. It could be just a glitch, maybe a poorly rendered NPC, and yeah, it's possible. But let's not forget, back in 2022, there were leaks about a world events list for GTA 6, and UFO sightings were mentioned there. Remember how GTA 5 had those secret UFO parts you could collect, and all the mystery that came with it? Seems like we might be in for a similar treat with GTA 6. I'm curious though, what do you all think about this? Are you excited to see such Easter eggs making a comeback in Vice City? Or is it a little too out there for your taste? Let me know in the comments down below.